Right. Hey, we're over here at the Rogue Blades Press booth with Jason Waltz. Hey, man. Hey, Jason. How's it going, man?
How you doing?
Yeah, let's get him in frame.
Good to
Let's
see
take
you.
a look at his
Yep.
selection over here. You guys are, a lot of you are probably familiar with Jason's works and with Rogue Blades. One of the major publishers is Sword and Sorcery these days. Let's check out the lineup over here. Jason, tell us about what you got here, man.
From anthologies that are Sword and Sorcery and Heroic Fantasy specific. The last one being this one. Neither Beg Nor Yield, with a bunch of well-known names in there. John Hawking, Howard Andrew Jones.
Look at that lineup there.
Yeah, Joe Lansdale.
Those are names to conjure with right there, guys.
And funnily enough, those same names are in these two books.
Hey,
over here.
now we're talking. Look at this.
Which,
these look familiar.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
yep. Very grateful for the people that contributed to these and part of these legacy books that also won the Robert E. Howard Foundation Costigan Awards in 23 and 22.
Right. Listen, for those of you that maybe are coming to Conan recently with the comics, these are great books to pick up to learn more about the character, about Robert E. Howard. You know, check it out. Hither come Conan. Hither come Conan. Man, listen. I had a late night last night. We're winging this here this morning. Hither come Conan it's a great premise behind it. It was a number of us that were involved in Howard studies and Howard fandom.
Right.
We were all randomly assigned a Conan story that we had to write about. It was a great idea. I got A Witch Shall Be Born, but again, you should see the table of contents for
right
this
there.
right here. Oh yeah, there's me.
So,
I think I got an essay in the back in
yes,
there
on the
as well.
Hyborian Age. Yep.
Yeah, right. And
This is your one-stop shop for anything
this
on the 21 original
right.
Howard Conan
This
stories.
is a great book to pick up just to dip your toe into Howard and Conan scholarship.
Yep.
Good stuff right here. Robert E. Howard Changed My Life. Another great table of content, man. The lineup in this is great too.
This is an emotional book.
This-
Actually, got Charles Saunders' last written work too.
Wow. You hear that, guys? I've got a chapter in here too. This was a number of us writing about how we came to Conan, how Robert E. Howard influenced us and over the years. And this is a more personal work.
It is
very
very personal.
for those of us
Yep.
that have kind of devoted our lives to this, right?
Yep.
So
36 memoir essays, and a couple of them really get you
Yeah.
in the feels.
right, absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of feels in that book,
Yep.
right? Hardcore Sumerian feels, right? Of course, right?
Exactly.
Right. All right, we're gonna go check out some other stuff. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks,
we
Jeff.
appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Go, remember, check out. Hey, give us your website.
RBF.wix.com.
There it is.
Thanks for that.
Yep, absolutely. Take it. All right, we're going to scan the rest of the dealers area over here. We got a bunch of tables set up. Let's check it out and see what they got.
Sci-fi, fantasy, all of the above.
Hey, we're wandering over here to the Goodman Games booth. Check this out. I know a lot of you guys are fans of Goodman Games, like I am. Let's check out their booth, see what they got. Hey, man, how's it going?
Good. My name is Matt, also known as Great Babe. Welcome to the Goodman Games booth. We've got everything that you could want. We've got all kinds of single modules. Convention specials are only $10. We've got the Funky Dice in store. We've got the OARs with the old Dark Tower and the Grim Tooth traps.
Right?
Box sets.
I've got the Dark Tower, man. That's really good. I got to get the traps. I need to pick that up before I
Fifth
leave.
edition, and our new Dungeon Denizens. That's our monster manual for 5th
Right.
edition or DCC with the dragon skin cover.
Right? I know y'all have you've got the new
Caverns of Thracia.
Yeah, Caverns of Thracia. And you've got the new crowdfunding project going right
City State of the
now.
Overlord, yeah.
Right, old school, right? Tell us
Just
about that a little
finished
bit.
up. City State of the Overlord is maybe, I mean, it's up there. It's just, kind of below Greyhawk as far as, systems people
Right.
played back in the day and everything like that. It just finished crowdfunding on BackerKit, but I think you might be able to still pledge late. But after that, it's going to be published in limited quantities. So whatever's left,
Right.
if there's any left, you're going to want to pick it up quick.
It was one of the first real, detailed city settings, urban settings, for early role playing games in the late 70s. I vaguely remember. I was pretty young when it came out. I vaguely remember it. Up until like Lankmar came out. That was probably the main like urban setting that people used back in the day.
I remember Lankmar myself more too. I was
Right.
like, City State of the Overlord.
Right. It was a little before my time, right? But I always heard about it. It was kind of legendary, right? Give us your website.
www.goodmangames.com.
All right, thanks, man. Look, we got somebody else over here we want to talk to you. Look here, this is Jay Johnson right here. This is my
how's
dog
everybody
brother,
doing?
man.
How you warriors out there doing?
Hell yeah! Listen, so you guys that don't know, Jay is he is the admin of the largest Age of Conan, the MMORPG Facebook group.
Well, I can't do it alone. I
That's
can't
right.
take all the
Well,
credit because
tell us all about it, man. Yeah.
well, Rasmus actually, Rasmus actually owns that page, and he came to me back in 2018 after I'd taken a 4-year leave away from the game and came back. And he saw how passionate I was about the character, how passionate I was about the Hyborian Age, how passionate I was about Robert E. Howard. And out of everybody that was on the page, he was like, hey, would you like to be an admin to our page? I don't know anything about being an administrator. He said, oh, you just go ahead and keep tabs on stuff. And, if anybody cuts up, go ahead and throw them out, so on and so forth. So from 2018 to now, our numbers have went from close to 1,000 to over 6,000. Doesn't mean that 6,000 is always on the page or whatnot, but yeah, we're not doing too bad, but we do our best to go ahead and try and keep Age of Conan alive. The game, it's a fascinating game. Funcom, they created a masterpiece. I mean, I know there's a lot of Exiles players out there, but if you really love, Robert E. Howard's world that he created, you want to play Age of Conan. So you virtually get to travel those worlds and those nations, and it's just check it out for yourself. Oh, and you got to have a pretty good, they say these days a toaster could run it, but it's still pretty, what would you say, graphics demand.
Cool.
So you ever get a chance, go check it out, play Age of Conan.
Well, speaking of those worlds that Robert E. Howard created, man, this is your first Howard days, man.
This
What
is
do you
my
think?
very
Tell me about
first.
it. What do you think?
Man, like a kid in a candy store. I couldn't wait to get here. I really couldn't wait to get here. I found out about Howard Days maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been trying to get down here ever since. Had a few financial setbacks, me and my fiance, but this year, instead of going to the beach or anywhere else, I was like, nah, I'm going to Howard Days. I was like, I don't care if I got to hitchhike to get down there to Cross Plains. I'm going to Howard Days. I'm here. I got to meet my man Jeffrey Shanks in the flesh. I really wanted to not only see him, but a lot of the other heavy hitters, like Jim Zub and Frederick Malmberg and all those guys. Hopefully, maybe I'll catch you next year.
That means you got to come back,
I
right?
was told. I said, they want you back next year, Jay. I said, oh, boy, here we go.
Yep.
So,
we may have to do an Age of Conan panel
I'm pretty
here
sure I'll
next
be
year,
here
so how
next
about
year.
that? Cool.
We can do an Age of
I
Conan
bet we
panel.
could do that.
Maybe I could get some of my guys from our group page to come. Matter of fact, one of them's here right now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I got to go run do a panel of my own right now. So, but Jay, man, good seeing you. We're gonna hang out here
Good to
tonight
see
here at
you
the
too, brother.
pavilion. We don't film what happens at the pavilion. You want to know what goes down there? You got to
Whatever goes on at the pavilion stays at the pavilion.
All right,
Okay.
take care, bro.